and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. We'll kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
With the catch, it's Blackwell. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a...
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline. First and 10 for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Blackwell. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes a connection. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Got him downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it, so why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Makes the grab. It's Burt. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Give to the single back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On the ground, it's Blackwell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle attack bar. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds his tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's a heat. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
It's complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some pop.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Unloads it left. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able.
Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football. with the return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going for 6. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Akbar. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Akbar. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding open areas. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the run, it's Blackwell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to FIU. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering.
A lot of room to the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. He wants to throw it. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones We're saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of